Welcome to my channel, Stick Shift Hot Wheels. Today I will be doing a showcase on the 2026 new models from Hot Wheels. I had the best luck at a single Target store this past week. It was full of amazing finds. I was literally first to the pegs. The girl was literally stocking 3 fresh cases. So I'll go over the various new models and what stands out. The first car is from the 2026 B case. It is the Bouncin' Base. It is a fictional lowrider truck, and there's actually a Tampo variation. It's kind of hard to tell, but the inner stripes are a different color. One is kind of thicker than the other, so as it goes around you can kind of see that one of them has a purple line that's darker than the other, which is kind of interesting. The car features subwoofers and speakers in the back of the bed. It's painted metallic gold, features a plastic purple base to give it the purple bumpers. It has a black interior, which allows for the black speakers of the subwoofer and part of the hood, as well as the front grille for the vehicle. I think it looks pretty nice for a fantasy casting. Purple bumper is a little bit weird. Other than that, I think it looks pretty nice. The gold color works really well. There's also the suggestion of 2 speakers molded into the gold part of the truck bed, so that's kind of cool as well. Next up from the B case is the Pagani Zonda Clinique, and it is actually a tuned vehicle. That's T-O-O-N. It's part of a series of Hot Wheels cars that they started a few years ago, where they kind of have this Japanese style where the car is kind of scrunched up and the windshields are extremely elongated. It looks pretty nice. It has white with black tampos, looks good. The base looks very nice. It was a good way of breaking up the black portion of the bottom of the car. It might not be to everybody's taste, but I think it looks good. If you're a fan of the tuned vehicle series, I think you should definitely pick this car up. It looks very nice. Interestingly, the passenger side window is up in this vehicle and the driver's side window is down. I don't know why Hot Wheels keeps on doing this. It makes the cars not symmetrical, which is very strange. I really don't understand what the point of that is. I don't know, what can I say? I'm not the designer, but that's what I would do. Next up, from the Hot Wheels C case, is the Hot Wheels Legends Tour Winder. It's the La Libre, and it features the Cars and Coffee Chile logo. So this is a winner from Chile. So it's kind of cool to see the official Cars and Coffee logo on the car. Looks very nice in black. It's kind of a, I don't know, it reminds me of sort of like a Le Mans prototype kind of a car. And the Legends Tour vehicles, real life cars that it's a car show and people get to bring their cars to the car show. People get to vote on which ones they like, and then there's an online voting system, I think, on who likes the best car to win each year, and then their car gets turned into a Hot Wheels vehicle. Looks very good. At least it's I don't know, more of a real vehicle, unlike some of the other vehicles in the past. Next up, we have the Austin Mini Cooper S. And this isn't the first time Hot Wheels has done a Mini Cooper casting. Honestly, they're starting to recycle the cars. This used to be, first Mini casting for Hot Wheels came out in 2000 or 2001 or 2002. I don't know. It was the one that was yellow with the removable shell on it, so literally you could click a button and the whole body would pop off, which was really cool. So anyways, it's basically incredibly similar to that, except the proportions are different. This is in a light jade green color, features a white tampoed roof, a white circle number dot roundel, and it has the Hot Wheels logo, and I believe the Goodyear logo on the side. Also features white stripes on the hood and some strange little triangles on the rear quarter panels. Features a chrome plastic base to give you that classic Mini Cooper chrome grille. Looks very nice. It's a cute little car. It is part of the Then and Now series for 2026. Next up, we have a car that surprisingly everyone's foaming at the mouth over. It is the Toyota Prius Custom. Now, you might be wondering, wow, a Toyota Prius from Hot Wheels, it's so boring. Yeah, it is kind of boring, but what's interesting is Hot Wheels was very smart because they knew that no collector was going to pick up this car. So what did they do? They did what collectors love. They created a variation, and the variation is the roof box. This is the first casting of this that I have. I have not found the one without the roof box. There's one that's smooth with no roof box. This is one of the first Hot Wheels cars, I believe, that has ever had a roof box on it. It looks kind of cool because of that. It utilizes the smoked windshield for the roof box. They added a texture to the roof box so it doesn't look like the windshield material. But the other thing I wanted to mention was it has really cool chrome blue T37 wheels. Looks very nice. And they also made it in kind of the Liberty Walk style with the over fenders on the car, which looks kind of cool. They definitely made it Hot Wheels. One thing I want to note that you might not notice if you haven't opened it yet, the car is pearl white, but because of Hot Wheels cost cutting, the front bumper and the rear bumper are white plastic. And I've been noticing this on more and more Hot Wheels for 2026. Literally, they're taking part of the metal body and making it plastic. And on some colors, it is really noticeable. This one, it's incredibly noticeable once it's out of the package. When it was in the package, I had no idea. Because of that, I think it might be time to, say goodbye, to these main lines, because this is ridiculous. The rear of the car features the Prius logo. I actually found this car in the E-case, so I think maybe the roof box is new for the E-case. Next up, we have the new for 2026, straight fresh out of the E-case. It is none other than the Custom 2020 Honda E, and this was an electric vehicle that was available in Europe and Japan, I believe. We never got this car in the United States, which is quite the shame because the retro cool styling looks really good, and this bright sort of tennis ball yellow color looks absolutely phenomenal. For the Hot Wheels vehicle, they added some wide body fenders, which looks kind of cool, but it has all the right tampos. It has the black tampo across the rear of the hatch, has the Honda H emblem, says Honda E on it, has Honda tampoed for the license plate frame, and it utilizes a very large smoked glass canopy and roof, and they textured the roof so that it's different than the glass. And honestly, I think this is another new trend that Hot Wheels is doing to piggyback off of the Prius. Instead of having a roof that is metal, they are utilizing the plastic roof to create the plastic windshield to create the plastic roof, which saves money. Looks good on this car because I think the real car has a black roof. This is another example of cost cutting. I think that maybe Hot Wheels must have a certain pound weight that they have to get to for a majority of the cars. except for a few high-profile manufacturers that demand full metal for their cars. I think this is probably the way forward for Hot Wheels mainlines. They're going to try to add as much plastic to these cars as possible. This car is incredibly light. The split gray 3-spoke wheels look very retro funky, and this car does have a retro look. The last thing I wanted to mention was there's a black tampo on the hood, and the headlights for this vehicle are very interesting. There's a positive symbol on the driver's side and a negative symbol on the passenger side headlamp, which is just gives it kind of a very quirky electric car feel to it. Next up, we have the Maserati Tipo 61. This is a classic race car, obviously. It looks really cool. It's in gloss white with blue tampos, number 25 on the roundel, and it features the trident emblem that's microscopic within the roundel of the front of this vehicle. And I really like the roll hoop for the driver's seat, even though it wouldn't protect you in a crash unless you were like under 5 feet tall. But that's neither here nor there. Unfortunately, there's no headlight or taillight tampos for this vehicle, which is definitely unfortunate, but it looks really awesome. I like the front fenders where they wrap around the wheels, looks really good. And this car utilizes the new, very super skinny black wheels from Hot Wheels that I think Hot Wheels has started to use on some dragsters, which is very nice. But it definitely has that classic look. My car has a couple of imperfections. There's a chip on the driver's side front fender, and it appears like it's either a chip or there's some shiny chrome metal. I think it's a chip in paint. And I found with white cars, they're incredibly susceptible to chips. So if you're trying to find a mint condition one of these cars, good luck. I hope you find one. It's probably difficult. Features a chrome interior, which is a very interesting choice. But definitely looks nice. It's good to have another classic race car in the Hot Wheels lineup. It's definitely been a hot minute. Next up is a car that you've all been waiting for. It is the custom 66 Oldsmobile Tornado. And this car is absolutely fantastic. It is really, really well done. The casting is really big, which is great for a muscle car. And it is a metallic burnt orange red. It's not 100% orange. There's a little bit of a red to it. But it looks really, really good. It is metallic, and wow, does it shine. It looks absolutely awesome. It features a chrome metal base to get you those metal bumpers. So it looks really good on the classic 5-spoke wheels. Yes, it features the larger rear wheel that Hot Wheels loves to exaggerate the look of power, but it works really well for a muscle car, and for this car being so big, I think it looks really, really nice. Features a gloss black tampo on the hood, which kind of breaks up a lot of the orange, and it features a white plastic interior, which is a very classic muscle car thing to do. Some people online were speculating that this should have been the Super Treasure Hunt for this case, and maybe it would have been absolutely amazing in Spectra Flame Orange. Features smoked windshield, and it has a classic California black license plate on the back that says 68 Toro. Huge fan of this new casting. Looks very, very nice. So if you happen to come across the e-case, definitely pick up a couple of these. it's definitely a highlight for the new models for 2026. Last, but definitely not least, I am saving the best for last. Yes, it is the car you and I have all been waiting for. It is the 2026 Ferrari 12 Cilindri in metallic red, and I was able to see this car in person at Monterey Car Week, and it's definitely a very good looking car, and this Ferrari I think is done pretty well, except for one slight issue. Can you spot the issue? I think it's pretty noticeable. It looks very nice. It has the, I don't know, salad shooter chrome rims, which I'm not a fan of, but it has the Ferrari Scuderia shield on the side fender, which is a requirement from Ferrari, and it features the Ferrari logo on the front of the vehicle, which I think is also a requirement that Ferrari has been wanting. Features side mirrors. That's definitely a rarity sort of in the Hot Wheels realm, so that looks really, really nice. The canopy looks very good. Yes, the roof, that's how it's actually made. It kind of comes up and around, and then the hatch is glass. Now for the elephant in the room. Are you ready? The back bumper is plastic. Yes, that's right. It's maroon plastic, as well as the interior piece is maroon plastic. And like I said before, you might be wondering, well, why? Why are they doing this? Well, it's simple cost cutting, because apparently they can't have any more metal on the car, and it just ruins the whole look of the car, honestly. And for a brand new Hot Wheels Ferrari, you know, they've just come back into the Hot Wheels lineup as of 2025. So everyone's excited for all these new Ferrari models, and it's like a total letdown, which is really, really frustrating. I guess you can just display the car in the front 3/4 view and just never look at the rear of the car ever, and you'll be okay. That's what I'm gonna have to do, unfortunately. You know, what can I say? I guess I miss the good old days of the 90s and the 2000s where the cars were all metal except for the base. Interestingly, if this car ever comes to car culture, they're gonna have to retool it so that the whole car is metal, and I don't see them doing that for quite some time, so I highly doubt this one's coming to premium anytime soon. But who knows? I could be wrong, you know? I have absolutely no idea.